Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to, well actually, this isn't a individual reaction. This is pulled straight out of my overall album reaction for Younha with In Theory, the Final Cut edition. So this is one of the two music videos that you'll see posted separately as well. This is, I think it's called Stardust, or maybe it's Star Fragment. I'm not really sure about the translation. But yeah, that's what this one will be. Again, it's just pulled straight out of the video. So if any of the commentary seems just a slight bit disjointed, it's because you're only getting a fragment of the whole. But I thought it would be cool to post these music video reactions separately. Especially for anybody who just wants to check those out, because the whole album is like an hour and 45-minute long reaction. So yeah, anyway, thanks for being here, and I'll see you after the video. Okay, so if you're watching this one separately, this video is a reaction for excuse me, Younha with Stardust. I'm in the process of reacting to the full album, but like I said, you may be watching this video separately, so this is just lifted straight out of that reaction video just to make a separate one. So if I say anything that relates to any other videos and you're not sure what I'm talking about, go check that video out. Okay, this one's actually a pretty long one, 5 minutes, 12 seconds. All right, let's see what she's got with Stardust. Okay, but there's like 30 seconds of intro. I forgot. Just kidding. It's an exaggeration. Or is it? I like this soft guitar intro, and we're like descending from space down to Earth. The beginning of this album starts with a song called Oort Cloud. So it's like we went to the edge of the solar system and now we're coming back. So we had the nice guitar earlier. We got some beautiful strings going on. Then we got the creepy little Twilight effect.
여기 온 거겠지. 던질수록 커지는 질문에 대답해야 해. 돌아갈 수 있다 해도
Gorgeous vocals.
모든 건 이별에 살아 숨을 쉬어. 떠날 수 없어. 태어난 것이 아니어도 고르지 못했다고 해도 나를 실수했다 해도 이별이 맘에 들어. 까만 하늘 반짝이는 거기서 내가 보일까. 어느 시간에 살아도
Got those violins queuing up. so cute. I like these violins going. Interesting, just complete silence.
언젠가 만날 그날을 조금만 기다려줄래 영원할 수 없는 여길 더 사랑해볼게 돌아갈 수 있다 해도 사랑해버린 모든 것 이별에 살아 숨을 쉬어 난 떠날 수 없어 태어난 것이 아니어도
Get you right in the feels.
버리지 못했다고 해도 내가 실수였다 해도
Puppy.
낮은 바람에 속삭임 초록빛 노랫소리와 너를 닮은 사람들과 이별이 맘에 들어
Family, yay. Okay, so I'd be lying if I said I am 100% sure of the message here. I know in the context of the album, it's supposed to be like the album is in theory, and her topic is the end, and different things that can mean, whether it's death or the end of a journey, or the end of something with the start of something new, all of that kind of stuff. But this one didn't really feel like it was talking about the end to me. If anything, it almost seemed like a rebirth. But we'll go back over it, of course, but I really loved the video storytelling of it. Like I said, it seems to be like she maybe reached the end of her journey and came back because she missed everything about this star, this planet. And I said the name of the song was Stardust. It could also be Star Fragment, according to one of the translations I saw, which both would apply here. But yeah, let's go back and watch it again and see what we can pick up on. I know I'm going to miss a lot because she's got some very artistic and very layered meanings to a lot of her stuff. So I know when I did her Growth Theory album, I didn't catch everything in Sunfish because there was also some aspects of that were very culturally specific. So it's not something I would have understood anyway. So we may have some elements of that here as well, but whatever. Let's go again. Alright, so we've got this very cinematic opening, and it's basically her or her life force or something, as we'll see later, this star fragment coming back to Earth. And you may hear the phrase like, you're a star, or we're all made of star stuff. And it's because everything that comprises the stars above, the same elements are what make us, like we're all carbon-based beings and all of that. And so you could literally say that you're made of star stuff. And so when she, like, this star fragment, the shooting stars crashing back down to Earth, it's like it's almost like an out-of-body experience. She's watching this from afar. Actually, the way this makes it seem is almost like a reincarnation cycle. Because, like I said earlier in the album, she's ventured out into the stars, and now she, like, it seems like she's come back because she missed things here. Like the people that she loved and all of that. But, again, it's also like she's almost like a ghost here, and this shooting star is her being reborn, like I mentioned before. Almost like another way of, you know how in like cartoons or fairy tales there's different explanations about, like, oh, where do babies come from? Like the stork brought you. Yeah, well, maybe the shooting star brought you, because the shooting star lands in that little crib. So, and we obviously find out that that's her later. So, yeah, maybe it's her reincarnation. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting so far. Also, I like that this is, I mean, it's not 100% scientifically accurate, but I like how she ties in certain elements of science to her music sometimes. Like with that Oort cloud reference, or Coriolis force on growth theory, or here in the video, we've got that shooting star or whatever, the star fragment coming down, and it's kind of affected the Earth's magnetic field a little bit. And so we have this almost northern lights, aurora borealis type of effect going on in the sky. Coincidental stardust became a piece of a star. This star specifically. Flew to come here so she could be reborn. That's gorgeous vocals there. The question of, like, what is the meaning of life? We gotta answer it anyway. Everything I've ever loved. Now, hold on. What did she say before that? Though I can go back. Like, she could leave again. She needs to come back here, because everything she's ever loved is here on this star. Lives and breathes in this star. Her dog, her family. And she's like, she can't leave. Now, this line right here, not where I was born, I don't know if that ties in, like, if you were reading it, where it says, I can't leave, not where I was born. Or if it's a separate thought, like, I can't leave, comma, not where I was born, meaning, like, I can't leave where I was born. So I'm not really quite sure how that would look if you read it in paragraph form. She didn't really have a choice. She mentions this line a lot. Even if I was a mistake. Like, some of you might be unlucky enough to have parents who didn't want you, and if so, I'm sorry. And some of those parents may have gone so far as, even if it was just in anger, they may have said you were a mistake, we didn't want you, that kind of thing. I'm fortunate my parents never said that. But she carries this burden with her even throughout the whole song. Like, even if I was a mistake. Now, based on the love that we see her family and herself showing as we go through the video, I don't think that they're saying she's a mistake. I think this is more of like a, even if I were, like, hypothetically, if I were, it wouldn't change that everything that I love is still here and I belong here. Yeah, it's a star that I would take. Like, it would be my home. This little girl is adorable. Daddy! So no matter which timeline you're in, I'll come around again like Halley's Comet. I am inevitable, like Thanos. Anyway, um, but this kind of speaks to a potential like reincarnation theme. It also could just be like the her that we're seeing, the grown-up version could be almost like I was getting at before, having this sort of out-of-body experience. Like she's telling the story and we're seeing the narrator as she brings you into her world of and the story of like her life. I want a son or daughter. I want to give someone a hug. It's the little baby. Then the baby's gonna have those bright green eyes. Yeah, there you go. Because it's her. Different points in her life. Her voice is so powerful, man. I don't know if that's supposed to be a sister or a friend. I know that's her mom. This little girl is so precious. I'm trying to think what classical pieces are these violins reminding me of. Dun 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 dun. I want to say it's Vivaldi, but I could be way off. I don't know my classical music very well, but I do know that whether that's a sample or whether I'm just making it up, to me it sounds like it. I didn't do a good job pacing myself. We still got like 5 songs left. But look, see, that's her. That's her. Oops. Okay, good. I don't think I fast forwarded too much. That's that essence, that star crystal, the fragment, the dust, whatever you want to call it, that's crashed down, brought the baby to Earth. That's her before she's actually been born. And this is like her circle of life here. So that's pre-birth Younha, grown-up Younha, and then like child Younha. I'll try to love more. Yeah, because everything ends. Puppy. The dog was both adorable and ugly at the same time. I really do like this star because everything that she loves is here, and everything she cherishes, everything she's ever wanted has been here. Very nice. I like it. It was a gorgeous song, and like I said, I don't know if my interpretation is right, but I at least love the visual storytelling of it. But all right. Alright guys, that was the reaction for Younha with Stardust or Star Fragment. Again, I'm not really actually sure which is the correct translation, but they both apply. Like I said, really enjoyed that song. The cinematic storytelling of that one was just really top notch, and it kind of tugged on the heartstrings a little bit. Seeing the the stages of life almost, and it's like her watching herself almost grow up in a way. It's not that's not really what it was meant to do, I don't think, but you know, it was, yeah, it still had that sentimentality to it. But anyways, like I said, I pulled that straight out of the overall reaction, so if you want to see what all's going on with the full album, feel free to go check that reaction out. It'll be up later. But for now, thanks for checking this one out. Shout out to the Patreon supporters. I'll be right up here. And special shout out to Hinshaw for the request. If you're not familiar with the Patreon, there is a Patreon with free stuff and paid content over there. Subs get access to things that we can't put here on the YouTube. And they get guaranteed prioritized requests sent to the top of the request queue every month. Link to the queue is in the description below, and there is a link to PayPal if you want to sponsor a request to get to the top of the queue, but you don't want to deal with Patreon. So feel free to check that stuff out, and I will catch you for the other Younha music video pulled out of the overall reaction here in just a little bit. Take care, guys.